Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today we're going to talk about Dungeons and Dragons, and we're going to talk about what it means to be a Realmizen. What it means to be a Realmizen. All right, so what is a Realmizen? Well, I'm going to define that. Please be patient, but first we have to talk about netizens. All right, and then first we'll talk about citizens. So first, let's talk about me, okay? Yeah, it's my channel. Here we go. All right, I'm an American citizen, and I take that extremely seriously, right? So what do I have to do as a citizen? I have to respect every other American. And by the way, when I say I'm an American citizen, I'm not a global citizen. I don't, like you live in another country, that's great for you. That don't mean nothing to me, right? Like I may like your country because you're allied to America, right? But and I was like, perfect example, right? Like, I got some beef with some people up in the globe, right? Like, I am very disappointed in Russia for not taking care of that problem, Vladimir Putin. In America, we would have taken care of that problem. All right, that would have been done. That was on day three. Day three. In America, if we don't think the leader's doing a good job, we handle that business, right? Like we take care of that. We don't suffer tyrants, right? We handle that, right? So, honestly, I really think Russia, this has been going on a while. Y'all should have taken care of that nonsense, right? Like somebody up in Russia should have taken care of Vladimir Putin, right? I'm not cool with that, right? So I do not consider myself a global citizen. I am a American citizen. And some duties come with that, right? What are the duties? I have to respect other Americans, right? And then also I have to be engaged in American politics. I have to know what's happening in our politics, and I have to vote, right? And I also have to be a productive member of American society. I need to, pay my taxes, right? Like, without complaint, right? I need to be a good neighbor, right? Like, to my American neighbors, right? Like that's the thing, right? American citizen, right? Not global citizen, American citizen. The other thing is I realize is I am outrageously privileged to be an American citizen. You American citizen, it's like being a Roman citizen, right? You on top of the world already. Like you born on second base, right? Like that's just the way it is. It's just the way it is, right? Because we are the greatest nation in the world, American citizen. Let's talk about netizen. So the reason we're talking today is I saw some post on Twitter, and they were like, some girlfriend's having a rough patch with her boyfriend, and many netizens came in to comfort her. Netizens. But what on earth is a netizen, right? It's someone who lives on the internet. That is their home, and that is what their allegiance is to. They use Wi-Fi the way you and I drink water. Right? Like they live on the internet. It is the biggest part of their life, right? It's a big deal. I'm not a netizen. I'm absolutely not a netizen. I am savvy enough to know that netizens are quite real, and many of them would say, I'm a netizen first. I'm not an American citizen, right? Like they would be like, I care a lot more about what's happening on the internet. And many of my friends aren't even American. I'm a netizen. And I have a duty to the other, like, all-in cyber friends I have, who I may, and there are people who are legitimately, their friends are online, right? And I get that. There's a very strong Grace Randolph, a huge, like, I've never met her, right? But I've spoken to her on the internet many times, more times than I can count, right? Like, and I feel a very strong relationship. I would love to say it's a friendship, right? I would love to say we're both netizens, right? And Grace does almost everything she creates goes on the internet, right? Like, she would be a candidate for being a netizen. I don't know if she is. She talks a lot about real world friends, right? And I think she does not elevate the real world friends she has. She does not put her real world friends in a backseat to, people that she's never met, right? But I have a huge sympathy for that. There's other people, I have to say, I have relationships with people I've never physically met that are growing, right? And I have a lot of respect, and I begin to value them extremely highly. So when I heard this term netizen, I immediately knew what it was. It is a citizen of the internet, right? And your allegiance is to internet content, right? And you are going to prioritize the internet in your life. And I kind of get it. Like, the internet is kind of like Library Alexandria come to life. I don't see it as foolish. It's not my choice. And I do not consider myself a netizen. I consider myself an American citizen, right? Let's talk about a Realmizen, right? What is a Realmizen? Well, first of all, Realmizen, so this is my definition. Let's go, right? First of all, it only exists on Dungeons and Dragons, just like everything else, right? And the reason why is, like, I'll say it right now, Forgotten Realms, right? About 3 or 4 years, I fell in love with Phandalin, right? And every campaign I was running came out of Phandalin. And it really helped because Phandalin, I knew it like the back of my hand. I knew everybody there. I knew the inns, the leadership, the geography. I'm getting that way with the Forgotten Realms overall right now. I've started using the high-resolution map that is available for free on D&D Beyond, right? And I'm beginning to understand the geography, right? The geology, the botany, right? The lore of Forgotten Realms incredibly well. I could tell you right now, right? I could not list all 50 states, but I could list every major area in Forgotten Realms. I truly believe I'm getting to the point where I know way more about the Forgotten Realms than I do, like, the West Coast of America, right? Without a doubt, right? And honestly, even the East Coast, right? I can never remember, right? North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, Tennessee. Is there any difference between those states? Where are they? I have no idea, right? But I can sure as heck can tell you where the Moonshae Isles are, and where Ruatheme is, and where Cormathor is, right? I know like the back of my hand, right? And I have to say, I haven't woken up many times at 5:30 in the morning to watch the sunrise on this planet, but boy, have I done it many times on in the Forgotten Realms. I am a Realmizen. I am a citizen of the Forgotten Realms. I know it. I care about it. I live there, right? Like, it is important to me, right? And I think there are Realmizens of Eberron, and there are Realmizens of the Forgotten Realms, and there are Realmizens of Sigil, right? There are Realmizens of the Planescapes. There's Realmizens of the Astral Sea, and these worlds are incredibly real to them. Incredibly real to them. These people are Realmizens. I am a Realmizen. I am a American citizen, and I am a Realmizen. Which one's more important? It's a little hard to say, and I'm not sure I could say it. I'm not sure I care more about my American citizenry than I do my citizenship in the realms of Dungeons and Dragons. Like, there have been things that I have really celebrated in those worlds. Maybe things I've celebrated more than in this world. And frankly, get this, Forgotten Realms is filled with dragons. It's filled with, incredibly dangerous monsters from every page of the 2024 Player's Handbook. But sometimes I feel like it's less dangerous than this world and more comfortable to be in, right? I am a Realmizen, right? And this is the definition of a Realmizen, in my humble opinion. Every single word you just heard is my humble opinion. Absolutely nothing more and not a thing less. What's important is when I get to hear your humble opinion on me defining Realmizen. Did I get it right? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comments below. Please consider liking and subscribing, and have a fetch millennium.